G'day everyone, in this video here we're going to be looking at points on a graph and eventually what the intersection actually means and actually a solution to simultaneous equations. So we'll go through this question here and it sort of breaks it up just into identifying points on a graph to start with. So you can see here write the coordinates of 4 points for the line y is equal to 5 minus x. So I'm just going to point out a few points here. 5 minus x, this is in the blue here. Got this point up here. Okay, got another point here, point there, point there, point there, point here. Some examples of these. You can see here we've got 0, 5, then we have 1, 4, then we've got 2, 3, I'll do another 2 since it another 1 since it asked for another one, and then we had 0, 5 as another example there. Okay, you could write any there. So we'll go into the other line and look at some points here. Yet again, this one's a little bit harder just because they're not as definitive, so I'm just going to get the exact ones that go through certain points here. Okay, so B here, we've got to pick out a few of these points, and first one I'm starting from left to right. We've got 0, negative 1, we have 1, 1, we have 2, 3, and then we have 3 and 5 up the top. Okay, so there's 4 points there. Okay, so Part C, this is the main thing I really want to focus on for this. Write the solution xy that is true for both lines and show that it satisfies both line equations. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're just looking at where they overlap, which is here, and we've already written down both of these values, okay, in both the lines here. So solution to both equations is just where they overlap, where they intersect. Okay, so they intersect at 2, 3. And we can just show this, and how we actually show this is by substituting in one of these values. I'm going to substitute in 2 into both equations. So for our first one, 5 minus x, y is equal to 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. And then for our second one, we've got y is equal to 2 times 2 minus 1, which is equal to 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. They both equal 3. Okay, it satisfies both equations. Okay, so here with D, solve the equation 5 minus x is equal to 2x minus 1. They're both of our equations there. So we've just substituted the y values in for themselves. So 5 minus x in for y into the second equation. Here, we actually don't need to do any algebra. This is where they overlap. And we just need to find the x value because that's what's in here. Okay? So the x value is what's in there. The y one's not in there. So we actually don't need to do any working out. We just need to look at the x value of where they overlap, which is 2. So this is just x is equal to 2. So this is why graphically solving simultaneous equations, and we'll get into simultaneous equations a bit later, might have already looked at them earlier in the year, but with this we just need to graph them, and wherever they overlap, that's our solution. So it's a really easy way about approaching them if you can or have time to graph them, or you do have a graph. So hopefully this helps with identifying solutions, and good luck.